Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're doing a special version of Matters of the Occult. I've been wanting to talk about my dog and in relation to uh, ways that I've seen him, like in dreams or lucid dreaming, or matters like astral traveling. Um, I was thinking about writing a book at first, but I'm thinking might as well just say it straight before I forget about everything that's happened. So let's dive into it. Maybe you're watching this video because you just lost a pet today, or you lost one recently. And I'm gonna start off with one of my first experiences before I talk about my dog. So my dog had just passed away, right? And I was looking at YouTube videos on the same day, and I found this hypnosis on YouTube, like sleep hypnosis to induce to see your pet, like a lucid dreaming state. So anyways, this was the day after my dog passed away. I fell asleep listening to the hypnosis, right? And I imagined myself, flying over this lush earth. The oceans were blue. There was no pollution in the air. The greenery of the earth was it was vivid. It was vibrant. So anyways, I'm flying, in the sky in real fast motion, real fast. And I kind of land in a field, and I stay like in a meditative pose, right? And I'm aware that I'm dreaming, or that I'm in this landscape, right? And I look around and I see animals, I see dogs, and I see one that looks like my dog, and I'm pretty sure that was him. So let's talk about my dog. His name was Papi. I didn't name him, my sister did. Papi means dad, in Spanish. And she named him Papi because he was born on Father's Day. So anyways, Papi was already old when when his walking started failing, right? Like he just couldn't walk anymore. Now this is where I'm gonna start my story. I was at my parents' house, and I was watching Born on the 4th of July, right? My parents are away in Mexico. And Born on the 4th of July is a movie where Tom Cruise goes to Vietnam, and he's paralyzed because he's hit in his, I think he has like a spinal injury, right? And he can't walk anymore. He's basically paralyzed from the waist down, or I think from the neck down, for the rest of his life. So anyways, I'm watching that movie, right? And my parents arrived from Mexico that day. And, that's the day that they brought Papi into the house, and he couldn't move. He was paralyzed, just like in the movie that I was watching. Now, this is one of the first of many coincidences or signs, of this strange tale. So, so he couldn't move at all. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he, it's just dogs when they get older, some of them can't walk anymore. And, obviously this, this hurt, So that night, Papi is whimpering, because he can't move to go pee or whatever, or he just can't walk, the poor dog, And I don't know what to do. I didn't sleep the whole night. I didn't know what to do except, I kept on giving him water. I don't know why. Maybe I felt like I didn't want him to go thirsty, right? So I didn't sleep the whole night. And obviously, he peed on his bed, because he couldn't move to go pee. I didn't sleep at all. So the next night, I was able to sleep. Papi was obviously still disturbed that he couldn't walk as usual. And so I go to sleep. Now, lucid dreaming is something that I've gone through a lot. So I have a lucid dream, when I'm sleeping. I have a lucid dream that night. This is the night after Papi couldn't move. So this lucid dream, I felt something on my bed. Something. I felt my bed sink, and I felt hair on the side of my head. And I thought this was my, I thought this was my mom. I was at my parents' house. I thought this was my mom. And I heard very vividly and very clearly outside of my ear, ¿Te sientes bien? That means, are you feeling well in English? I swear that happened. Because I don't know if it's a guardian angel or some kind of ghost that watches over me. And obviously, she knew that I was in a little bit of distress over the state of our dog, And so what ended up happening was my parents took Papi to Mexico. Now, we contemplated putting him to sleep. Obviously, I didn't want to put him to sleep. We bought him like a little wheelchair so he could get around, right? Like they strap it to his back. And he walks around like usual, So we were a little bit happy at that. And eventually they took him to Mexico, and I think they gave him some kind of vaccine or some kind of medicine, and he was able to walk again somewhat. He kind of walked a little crooked, but he was able to at least move around on his own a bit, So anyways, fast forward, it was about 2 or 3 months, and we kind of forgot about, what happened, right? He was able to walk around crooked. So one day my dad's taking him out to go pee in the morning, and I could hear from outside. I don't know if he had a heart attack or if his heart just finally started to give out. My dad brought him in, and he died in my father's arms 5-10 minutes later. We all said our goodbyes, and he passed away. And he was cremated that same day. Me, I'm kind of like the stoic type, but I, obviously I was disturbed, and, and I did tear up a little bit. So the next day, I'm taking a nap, at 2 p.m. somewhat, and I start listening to that, my headphones, and I'm trying to induce lucid dreaming or hypnosis or whatever. I fall asleep, and I have that dream where I'm in the vivid landscapes, and I see them in the field. I think this is their heaven. I think that's what I saw. And so after that episode, which I recalled at the beginning of this video, I was sleeping, and oh no, let me tell you something. When my parents took Papi to go get cremated, my other little dog was kind of looking at where they laid his body down. They had already taken him to go get cremated, and my other little dog is just staring up at the couch. It's just interesting. I wonder if animals, if they're conscious that their buddy is gone. It was just interesting. Just for the longest, she was staring up at the couch where his body was at, where it was last at. So anyways, fast forward, I'm sleeping on my bed, and I feel like something at the edge of the bed, something's playing on the edge of the bed, spinning around, right? And it was during a sleep paralysis. So later that day, my other little dog's in the same area, and she's spinning around. Now, this wasn't my dog that did it, the one that was alive. It wasn't her. But I just found it interesting. I think dogs can sense things. So let me go on. Something else that happened. I had another lucid dream. And lucid dreaming is a good opportunity to ask for a guide or to dream whatever you want. Me, I asked. Well, I was in a dark room, right? I'm can I see my dog that passed away? And I heard in a deep voice in the lucid dream, "You couldn't do anything here," or something to that effect, And I see my dog run out around the room. Oh, and I forgot to say, the day after my dog passed away, I too had a dream that he came back to the house and he was running around like nothing. And I'm very convinced that that's him. He came back to the house to kind of like greet us, like everything's okay. He's back to his old self. He's running around or whatever. That's another experience that happened. Before this video gets too long, there was another one. This is very interesting. This is another lucid dream. I was taking a nap again in the afternoon, and I had another dog. I fell asleep, and the other dog fell asleep with me on the bed. It's like 2 p.m. I'm like, and I wake up again and picture like if I had just woken up. I'm pretty convinced that I kind of like astral traveled. I woke up to another reality. My dog was still there sleeping beside me, but now my other dogs were there, including Papi, the one that passed away. And the weird thing is that there was a cat also, and I don't have any cats. I've never owned any cats. And I'm all like, oh shit, there's going to be a fight, because Papi was a little bit rowdy. So anyways, Papi and the cat are kind of like feeling each other out. But no, nothing happened. It was very peaceful. I think cats are connected to the afterlife, like the Egyptians believed. I believe they believe that, like they're like the gatekeepers to the other realm. But anyways, I wanted to share a couple of these stories, in case if your dog passed away, or what your religious beliefs are. I believe that they go on, and me, I'm not particularly Catholic. I practice everything, so yeah, that's the story of Papi. May he rest in peace. I actually just had a dream about him yesterday too. Halloween just passed. It's now November 1, 2023. So anyways, guys, thank you for sticking around for this story. I really wanted to say it before I forgot. I'm sure I'm missing something else. I'm sure I probably dreamed another dream about him. And I'll write it down in the comments if I remember. But I just wanted to share this story with you guys in case you guys lost a pet or whatever, right? So thank you for listening to my story on this special episode of Matters of the Occult.